Hey y'all, what's up? Thank y'all for joining. Let's get into our show. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Monday. Okay. It is freezing outside. I had to go downstairs and crank the heat up a little bit more because I was cold. How y'all doing? Thank y'all for being here. Let's go see who we got in here. Tam C, thanks for being here. Velma Sadler, thanks for being here. GG68 is here. Thanks for being here. Mother Top Flight Mod is here. Rose is in the building. Mother Top Flight, Tiffany Thomas is here. Thanks for being here, you guys. All right, hold on one second for me. You guys continue to tap that like button for me if you can. Give me 1 second. I've been trying to multitask this morning. Thank y'all for being so patient. All right, let's see. Oh my God. I'm sorry, y'all. It's been a crazy morning. I can't even talk about it right now. Let's get into it, child. Oh my God. All right. Doris Lee, good morning. Playtime, thanks for being here. Brian Eyes is here. Thanks for being here. Sophia Jordan is here. Good morning. The Angie B is here. Good morning. Kelly S is here. Felicia is here. Andretta Wiggins is here. Shawnee's Darden is here. Alan Ford is here. Good morning. Good morning. Darlene Mungum is here. Good morning. Sharon Ray is here. Good morning. And hello to everyone. I see 61 in the building so far. You guys are still coming in. I see you, Shirley Bishop. Thanks for coming in. Simple Mom Family TV. She is a content creator. Y'all check her out. Thank you guys all for being here. Please don't forget to tap that like for me. Let's jump on in. You guys know that politics is first. We only have like 2 topics. Then we're going to get into our other topics. Then we're going to go. Because I got to come back for midday. Okay, I got to come back for midday. So you guys don't miss that, okay? But let's get into our first topic. Shout out to It's On Site. Let's go. All right, so Kash Patel, you guys, Kash Patel claims that you can't bring a loaded firearm to protest as criticism mounts after 3rd Minnesota powwowing, okay? Kash Patel works very closely with Trump. I feel like he hid a lot of things as related to Trump and them damn Epstein files as well. But he is the FBI director for the Trump administration. Let's get into it. Following a 3rd unaliving or deadly powwowing rather, connected to federal activities in Minnesota, FBI Director Kash Patel claimed that protesters cannot legally bring loaded firearms with multiple magazines to demonstrations, okay? The statement comes after widespread criticism surrounding the unaliving of Alex Peretti, an ICU nurse, powwowed by a Border Patrol agent during a federal operation. As scrutiny grows, Pow rights group and legal experts have pushed back, noting that Minnesota law does not include a blanket ban on lawfully carried loaded firearms or extra magazines at protests. Now, critics argue this distinction matters, especially given recent history. Now, in 2020, Kyle Rittenhouse, you guys know who he is, openly carried a loaded pow at a protest in Wisconsin, and was not convicted for bringing a firearm, with a case instead hinging on self-defense rather than the act of being armed. You guys remember that situation with him, all right? I know certain people can get off on certain things. Let's go ahead and get into this topic.
I mean, thousands of people are marching through Minneapolis. They are targeting the Border Patrol. I mean, it feels like the rhetoric and the protesting is only ramping up. What is your advice to the people right now who are outraged that this is a second killing at the hands of Border Patrol in 2 weeks?
As Christy said, you cannot bring a firearm loaded with multiple magazines to any sort of protest that you want. It's that simple. You don't have that right to break the law and incite violence. We will, of course, always protect your First Amendment speech. And if you peacefully protest, there is absolutely nothing wrong with that. But you have seen a trend here, not just in Minnesota, but across the country, in these protests turning into violent scenarios and people attacking law enforcement. That's when you go over the line, and that's when law enforcement steps in.
Well, you know, I mean, thousands of people are marching through Minneapolis. They are targeting the Border Patrol. I mean, it feels like the rhetoric and the protesting is only ramping up. What is your advice to the people right now? who are outraged that this is a second killing at the hands of Border Patrol in 2 weeks.
As Christy said, you cannot bring a firearm loaded with multiple magazines to any sort of protest that you want. It's that simple. You don't have that right.
You on. All right. So my apologies, y'all. I'm trying to so much going on. Oh my God. All right. So I said it wrong. Cash. Also, something you cash. Oh, okay. Yeah. So several people do have, as you guys can see, firearms. Let's get about that though. All right. So yeah, what do y'all think about that? You do have a right to bear arms, you do. And of course, for protection in any way, shape, or form. Of course, if you live in a state that's stand your ground, you absolutely can have a firearm if you need to, in order to protect yourself. If you are out protesting and you have your firearm, I hope you have all your paperwork is in order. But at the end of the day, if you didn't prosecute Kyle Rittenhouse, y'all. Don't be out here trying to prosecute nobody else. All right, the same rules should apply across the board for everyone as related to firearms. But what y'all can say what y'all think about this. But Cash Patel is full of shit, and I knew that whenever this whole Epstein mess came out, where he was covering up for Trump. Let's get into. Well, we have one politics. Let's get into this next topic. We're gonna get into our topics now. Oh my Lord. Y'all pray for me this morning because I'm a little irritated. Y'all gonna see later on because I gotta go live later on. But I'm really trying to get to this live and be on my Zen, okay? But y'all send a little prayer out for your girl this morning. So yeah, okay. So I don't be in pop off mode because I ain't ready yet. Okay, I'm not ready yet. Oh Lord, num your whole ring your whole. All right, so shout out to Neighborhood Talk. Family demands answers after 53-year-old woman is found unalive behind a building in freezing temperatures, denies claims that she was homeless despite reports. Let's get into this. Let me put my trigger up for this, child. Oh, Lord. All right, let's go.
It's about a woman who was found dead in the cold. Macomb County Sheriff investigators suggested she died from exposure.
But tonight, the family of Mon'nique Cook is opening up to us about the final hours leading up to her death.
7 News Detroit reporter Randy Wembley sitting down with them tonight as they share their heartache and questions they hope someone will soon be able to answer.
The Macomb County Medical Examiner's Office is still working to determine how exactly Mon'nique Cook died.
No shoes, no coat, laying on her back. She would never lay down and die in the freezing cold. That is not my mother. That's not of her character.
Antonia Cook says the circumstances surrounding her mother's death do not add up. According to the family, the 53-year-old left her sister's East Point home in the middle of the night Monday to go be with a friend in Mount Clemens. A priority waste driver discovered Cook's body behind this building early Tuesday morning.
I believe that they were maybe having a drink or something together. That's what they did. And something happened in between that time.
Antonia says her mother's face was swollen and her lip was split.
She didn't leave her sister's house like that.
She and two of her sisters went to the scene after their mother was found and say some of her belongings were still there.
There's a pair of pants that have blood on them and the knees have drag marks on them.
They need to come get this evidence that my niece and them went up there and got, that they left on the scene.
My niece had to jump in the dumpster and got my sister's stuff.
And as for Cook's friend,
he hasn't showed his face, reached out to anybody, nothing.
The Macomb County Medical Examiner's Office says Cook's autopsy results are still pending and the toxicology analysis is underway. Cook's death raised urgent concerns about the plight of the unhoused as temperatures dropped to the coldest of the season. But her family says she was not homeless, but rather a woman who fell on hard times and would stay with different family members as they helped her get back on her feet.
They put her off as just a homeless woman died behind a dumpster, and that is not Mon'nique's story.
Now, as the family waits for answers, they hold on to memories.
My mother is love. Love.
Sweet. So sweet. We'll give anybody anything.
The Macomb County Sheriff's Office says this remains an active investigation, and Cook's family says until they get answers, they're left waiting for the closure they desperately need. I'm Randy Wembley, 7 News Detroit.
All right, so as you guys can see, 53-year-old Mon'nique Cook was found unalive behind a building in sub-freezing temperatures. Now, Cook's body was discovered last week by a priority waste driver behind a building, Mount Clemens. It says that according to her family, she had left her sister's home late Monday night, telling relatives that she was going to visit a friend. What happened after remains unclear, and her daughters say the scene tells a story that doesn't add up. So that means I think something happened to her somewhere else, and they dumped her there. Okay, because from what this is saying, it doesn't sound like there was any sign of a struggle or something like that to show that she was unalive, in that spot. I feel like something was done to her at another location and her body was dumped there. No shoes, no coat, laying on her back. Cook's daughter, Antonia Cook, said that she would never lay down and unalive in the freezing cold. Of course not. Said that this is not my mother. This is not her character. This is sad that this happened to her in this way. If you guys want to read up more on this, you can. I hope that they find the person that did it. Whoever this strange friend is that she was going to see, or just friend rather, that she was going to see. I'm pretty sure authorities was asking some questions as far as that goes as well. But I do not feel like whatever happened to her happened at the dumpster. I do feel that that's where they chose to just dump her in order to throw off authorities in terms of where she was unalive, right? I watch enough crime shows to know that. But let's move along. All right, so what do you guys think about this? Was this right or wrong? A woman on TikTok shares a video of her neighbor confronting her about vacuuming her apartment twice a day. So what's wrong with doing that? Right? If you don't want to hear noise and footsteps and all of that, maybe it shouldn't be an apartment, right? Ooh, throat dry. Maybe it shouldn't be an apartment because you're going to hear other people staying in other units, maybe walking, vacuuming, and all of that. She says, and I'm trying to lay down and rest, and I'm trying to watch my shows. Let's get into this because I'm like, the nerve, girl, you better go rent a house or something. Let's go.
So you really keep coming to my door for what?
I keep hearing the vacuum all over the floors, the keys running around, but the vacuum is, it's irritating.
You really came to my door about a vacuum. It's not that deep.
Yes, it is. I'm trying to lay down and rest. I'm trying to wash my soul.
Do you vacuum at home?
I mean, of course, but so vacuum is kind of loud though.
It's a vacuum.
I think that's an older model or something. The vacuums nowadays, the new ones are kind of far out.
No, he didn't tell her I believe your vacuum is an older model because it's so loud.
Sir, I'm going to vacuum many times as I want. I vacuum in the morning, I vacuum at night.
Well, do you be considerate though? You be considerate with your vacuum. You do it all like it's like your OCD. You do it 4 or 5 times a day.
You really at my door about a vacuum?
Yes, ma'am. But at least I'm kind of respectful though. I came respectfully.
Sir, do I supposed to not have a clean house because
you
don't want
4 or 5 times a day?
It's not 4 or 5. It's 2. 1 in the morning and 1 at night.
But you do it while I'm still in bed trying to sleep.
I get up early. You want me to change my schedule?
Okay. All right, I got something.
Okay, have a nice day. But have a nice day. Call the police.
Don't complain about my music.
I don't give a fuck. And I vacuum 10 times a day. How about that? Watch it. I'm watching.
Wow. All that over vacuuming, and then try to insult her vacuum cleaner to say, oh, that must be an old ass vacuum cleaner that you're using. I'm trying to go to sleep. I'm trying to watch my shows. Like, sir, you are in an apartment building. You cannot control when a person vacuum no more than you can control when they're watching TV or working out. Like, if I'm paying my rent somewhere, I have a right to do what the fuck I want to do in my apartment when I choose to do it. If you're taking a nap, am I supposed to knock on your door and ask you, okay, are you taking a nap right now? Just checking because I want to vacuum right now. Like, no. You don't control what somebody else gets to do in their place that they're paying for each month, no more than. And now you're saying in terms of retaliating against her vacuuming, you're going to play your music loud, which that's a crime, right? Vacuuming is not a crime. She can vacuum as many fucking times as she wants. Now, playing your music too loud, that will get you a citation, right? So feel free to go do that so your other neighbors can complain about you being too fucking loud with your music in retaliation towards your neighbor. I don't know if she's upstairs, downstairs, whatever. This is stupid, right? Oh my God. Y'all sound off on that. I said the nerve. At least I came to your door respectful. How about don't come to my door at all to try to tell me how many times to vacuum? At least she has a clean home. I had to see your home if you laying around taking a nap all damn day and watching TV all damn day. Maybe your house need to be vacuumed. Get into that. All right, so let's continue. Oh, Lord. The nerve, right? The nerve. Now, one of my favorite movies, you guys, this is a Marvel movie. Y'all know how I feel about Marvel movies, all right? Let's talk about it, honey. According to Jasmine Brand, maybe this is why he broke up with Teyana Taylor. Y'all think? Okay, so Aaron Pierre, honey, it says that Marvel has reportedly been meeting up with Aaron Pierre to play the new Black Panther. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? This might be good. This might be good, okay? Yeah, I'm already getting excited. So Marvel Studios may be eyeing a new Black Panther, and a rising star with both Hollywood buzz and pop culture cachet. It said that it is now in the mix. Now, according to reports circulating online, the studio has reportedly met with actor Aaron Pierre, best known for the Underground Railroad and Netflix Rebel Ridge. It says that about stepping into the iconic role for Avengers Secret Wars. Hallelujah. Y'all in the chat. All right, so the casting chatter, first attributed to industry scooper Daniel Richmond, suggested Marvel is quietly exploring options for a new version of the Wakandan hero ahead of a massive crossover film. That might be good. Now, while no casting has been confirmed, the report quickly sparked conversation across social media. Now, Pierre has been gaining attention beyond his acting resume. The British actor also made headlines last year for his relationship with singer and actress Teyana Taylor, as you guys may know, though the two have now split up since then, keeping details about their breakup largely out of the public eye, which I already gave y'all the update on that. Teyana was talking marriage, and that's something that he was not trying to be doing. All right, so they wound up breaking up because they were on two different pages as far as that goes. Now, professionally, Pierre has been steadily building momentum, earning praise for his commanding screen presence and dramatic range. Now, his recent leading role in Rebel Ridge helped introduce him to a wider audience, fueling speculation that Marvel could be positioning him for a major franchise leap. Ooh. If he get in there with Marvel doing that particular role, he could be getting a nice little bag, because y'all know those Marvel movies, honey, they keep going on and on and on, and they pay well. So shout out to Aaron Pierre. Y'all excited about that? All right. So yes, the end of this year, I think December, is when the new Marvel meets Avengers is supposed to come out. So I'm definitely gonna be in theaters watching that, because I'm a Marvel junkie. Okay. I love anything Marvel. All right, let's continue. All right, so Stefon Diggs was seen rapping to Lil Baby's Misery's Trendsetter after his AFC Championship win. So it gives that he's going to the Super Bowl. Y'all know he plays with the Patriots, right? So, and I think they might take it this year. We'll see. Let's get into.
Yeah, it's happening, eh? It's happening.
Whatever. All right. Take it down.
Okay, let's take some of the music out. So he's trying to show out a little bit for Cardi. Okay. They lit. So it's giving him and Cardi. They be hanging out a whole lot here. Okay. Cardi got the kids at home. She's hanging out with her dude. Somebody please go check on Offset and do a wellness check on him, because you know he is all in his damn feelings. I think I got another one with him. Did I? I did. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, I wanted to play that other one too. Yeah, child, him and Cardi, they've been hanging out something deep here. All right, hold on. Y'all, when I tell y'all my DMs are blowing up today, oh my God. Oh my God. All right, hold on for me. Yeah, we saw that one. Yeah, I wanted to show that one too. All right, so let's stop sharing. Let me put this other one up for you guys with him. Okay, yeah, this one. I definitely want to play this. All right, so this is what Stefon Diggs had to say in terms of what everybody was saying about him being washed up or whatever. Be honest with y'all, I think with him getting with Cardi B, that kind of help boost his notoriety a little bit, his celebrityism, if we can call it that. I mean, people knew who he was prior, but I think it kind of made him a little bit more relevant by him dating Cardi. But they said that he says that they said that I was washed, according to Stefon Diggs, and he proves the world wrong as Patriots punch Super Bowl tickets. Let's get into this. Ooh, he's very emotional. Y'all see? Oh, sorry. My bad. My bad. I ain't share. My bad. My bad. My bad. My bad. All right, let me do it over. Do it over.
It's hard, man. So I got one more, man. So Steph, that rehab that you had to get back here, you called this most fulfilling year of your career. There were some people that wondered, would you come back and be the same player? What did you want to prove to yourself and to the world? Man, they was calling me washed. Said I ain't having no more, man. I just wanted to, I tell everybody, I just wanted to prove it to myself. I am who I say I am. E took a chance on me. This team took a chance on me. I just wanted to make them proud and make them. Just thank you, man. I'm thankful. Steph, I remember the last time you were at the AFC Championship, you watched the Chiefs celebrate. Now we're full circle and you're celebrating. Can you put into words the journey of getting back to here and accomplishing your goal? Hey, God don't make no mistakes, man. I had a real journey, man. I'm just thankful to be where I'm at. People just don't know how hard, man. I give all the glory to God. I stand firm, 10 toes, man. That was a great team that we just played. We fought hard, man. I'm just thankful to be where we are right now, and shout out to God, man. He did his big one. Last one for me, your quarterback. He gets that last. That's a soldier, man. That's an MVP, man. That's a guy that stands 10 toes, battles through adversity, man. He's a hell of a player, man. I'm riding with Drake May, man. I'm thankful to have a quarterback like that, and I'm gonna give him everything I got every time. It's hard, man. So I got one more, man. So Steph, that rehab that you had to get back here, you called this most fulfilling year of your career. There were some people that wondered.
Patriots win. That's what I'm gonna be going for the Patriots. I think they may take it home, child. If they do, he'll be getting that good old ring. So shout out to Stefon Diggs for pushing through and playing their asses off in this last game, honey. So Super Bowl should be interesting. I will be watching. What do y'all think? Let's move along. All right, so let's get into our reality TV segment. Let me get back here to my main screen. Let's get into this Gizelle news with Karen, honey, because I thought Gizelle and Karen had them made up, but it gives that the two of them, that Gizelle with her mean, evil, green-eyed ass is out here talking crazy about the Grand Dame. Let's get into it. All right. So according to Real Housewives of Potomac, that's what I'm reading from. It's on the screen. All right, so they're saying that you guys know that they're filming the reunion right now, currently for Real Housewives of Potomac. So they said it was some type of meltdown on set as related to Gizelle and Karen. Y'all know they said Karen is going to be at the reunion. So they said that Gizelle Bryant lost all control behind the scenes, exploding at production and making it clear that she refused to film another She refused to film another second if Karen remained on set. Oh, what happened with that? Now, I said that multiple sources say that Gizelle unleashed a vicious tirade, branding Karen a felon and a liability and a stain on the franchise, leaving the entire set frozen and in shock. So I'm trying to figure out what happened between the two of them, because I know that during the time that Karen was in jail, or incarcerated rather, Gizelle was running around saying, "Oh, I talked to Karen today." Like she and Karen were like best friends or something. Like, "Oh, I talked to Karen today. Karen is doing so well. I can't wait for Karen to get out." And she was trying to give everybody updates on Karen. But now that Karen is out, it's given that Gizelle is becoming a mean girl again towards Karen. So something happened on set where they have this little back and forth, it seems, and Gizelle is like, "Oh, I don't want to be filming with no damn felon," and it's kind of tainting the set and the franchise and the branding of the franchise, with Karen being back on the show, being that she went to jail for all these DUIs. So Karen Huber, it says it did not take the hit quietly. Insiders say that she immediately mobilized her legal team, accusing Gizelle of intentional character assassination. Come on. And contract sabotage and manipulating production in an effort to force her off the show. Ooh, girl. You might be here to pay up now. You better leave Karen alone, because Karen like, look, bitch, I'm back. Now it says that one source describes Karen's response as decisive and unforgiving, calling it a deliberate attempt to destroy her character, a line that pushed the conflict far beyond reality TV drama and straight into real-world legal combat. Now, behind the scenes, it says that Bravo spiraled into crisis mode, rushing in attorneys, ordering the cast to stop talking, rolling out new NDAs, y'all, ooh, and even weighing split filming schedules to keep Gizelle and Karen apart. So it sounds like during the reunion, things got heated between Gizelle and Karen, and they had to maybe have them film different segments at a time versus sitting on stage together because it got so tense. Wow. Now, it said that with cast members openly choosing sides, Real Housewives of Potomac has descended into full-scale civil war, and insiders warn the season may now be too volatile and too legally dangerous to survive, child. Now, let's get into, let me put up here what Gizelle had to say. Because she always, I told y'all yesterday how she was talking crazy about Jamal Bryant's wife, while she was saying on her podcast she didn't see nothing wrong with that damn dress, but then she was running around co-signing people saying negative things about Kari Turner Bryant, honey, which is the new wife's dress. All right. So Gizelle says, I don't film with felons ever. Wow. Says that I didn't come here to risk my name, my career, or my future for someone else's legal mess. So I think that they don't want Karen talking about her being in jail and her DUIs and all of that, because what else is Karen going to talk about this season? No one wants to hear about her and Ray. They don't want to hear about anything else. They want to hear about her time or her stint in the pen for her DUIs, which is like 4 to be exact. So it says, she goes on to say that if the situation is a time bomb, I'm not standing next to it when it blows. This is Gizelle talking. Says that call it extreme, and call it dramatic. I call it protecting myself. So Gizelle, for some odd reason, feels that she is the grand dame now on the damn show, and she doesn't want to share that star power, I'm gonna say, with Karen. Karen will always be the grand dame, okay? Granted, she did have to go away for a while, but I feel like, Gizelle, you've been hella fake for running around trying to act like you were the spokesperson for Karen when she was locked up, and now that she's out of jail, you're acting like, oh, I don't want to film with her. Oh, she is ruining the brand. Oh, she's this felon. Oh, she's this. Like, you're acting like she's beneath you because she had to go to jail for a fucking DUI, right? Gizelle, you bring nothing to the show. Like, we're tired of seeing your trap house. We're tired of seeing your trap house with the psychedelic furniture in it, like, because it does not give anything. What up, Wente Talk? Thanks for being here. Y'all, shout out Wente Talk. She is a content creator. What do y'all think about that? Gizelle is trash, all right? Let's move on to the next topic. Braxton Family Values. Let's get into that. Shekinah Jo, y'all know who she is from Love and Hip Hop. You guys also remember her from her show with Tiny, with T.I. and Tiny. Let's get into that, because according to Braxton Family Value fan page, Shekinah is speaking out. Said that Shekinah Jo spoke out, stating that T.I. and Tiny never did anything for her, and that she is tired of people believing otherwise. So a lot of people was thinking that she was hanging up under Tiny so that she can get all this money and clout and notoriety after, being around Tiny, because Tiny is the one with the money. So Shekinah did come out and go live a few years back, I want to say a couple years back, to say that Tiny was trying to eat her box and all that. And she was also talking about T.I. messing with women, or maybe, doing some inappropriate shit with them and having threesomes. And I think she was trying to say that they offered for her to be up in there doing, sexual favors with them as well, but she declined. But she wound up exposing them, in which they sent some paperwork her way telling her she needs to shut the fuck up, okay, in so many words. All right, so let's get into what she says. Now, she explained that she met Tiny when she was still a housewife and never leached off of her, nor did Tiny ever pay her bills. Hold on. Yet Tiny allowed people to believe those rumors. So Shekinah's like, I always made my own money, but because she was friends with Tiny, who had all this money, y'all know she's married to T.I., who also got a nice little bag, that they felt that she was only hanging around Tiny to get her leftovers, maybe. Let's say it that way. All right, so let's continue. Now, Shekinah certified that she never asked to be on the family show, which was the Family Hustle show, T.I. and Tiny show, but was approached by a producer because of her personality. It said that she claims that she went through hell dealing with that family, and while outsiders may think otherwise, they never truly supported her, but instead wanted to see her fail. Ooh, I can't believe that, because they were friends. She and Tiny were friends for a long time. Now, it says that according to Shekinah, she was kicked off Family Hustle in 2014, and after praying for clarity, she came to believe that Tiny, as her supposed friend, played a role in her removal from the show. So let me find out Tiny went behind the scenes and got her kicked up off the damn show when she's supposed to be her friend. She now wants people to stop bringing up T.I. and Tiny's name to her altogether. Y'all also know that Shekinah also has her own, well, not her own, but she has a funeral home business where she puts together like funeral services, and she's doing very well in addition to her being a hairstylist. So she has her own money, her own business stuff going on. She just purchased a nice new home. Her car, I know she said, was paid for, a nice BMW. So Shekinah is out here doing the damn thing. I think she was let go from Love and Hip Hop, but she started turning her sights on to doing other things where she could make her money and not feel like she had to be friends with celebrities in order to pay her bills. But she says here, Tiny ain't never paid shit for her, but Tiny and T.I. and Tiny did send her some paperwork, like a cease and desist or something, to make her be quiet and not talk about and continue to go live and talk about these allegations, because y'all know T.I. and Tiny had these allegations out where women were coming forward saying they were drugged and R-worded or things done to them unbeknownst to them while they were out, you know, like by way of drugs, drugiana, allegedly. That's what was said, okay? But what y'all think about that? I always hate to see people who've been friends for a very long time to get caught in a situation like that where they can't speak to each other anymore, or they're having that type of tension. Let's get into these other two. What is other topic that I wanted to show y'all yesterday, but I forgot, but we'll look at it today. The people are saying that Clarissa Shields must be out here stalking Remy Ma. And they said it because Clarissa, they've seen Clarissa out here rocking a few hairstyles that's just like Clarissa. And she's also trying to dress like, Remy. Clarissa's trying to dress like Remy, and she's also biting off her hairstyles. A lot of people are starting to notice because she's with Papoose. It's like she doesn't have her own identity. And it gives that she hates Remy so much because she hates for you to bring up Remy's name. But then you turn around and you're biting off all of her hairstyles. This is like the third hairstyle that I've seen that Remy be wearing that Clarissa has gone out here to wear. I've never seen her wear her hair like this ever. Like never, ever. Until, of course, Remy, who rocked it first. This is Remy. So a lot of people like, so you don't like Remy, but why your ass out here trying to dress like Remy? Why you out here trying to wear your hair? I mean, her hair is just like Remy. So you pulling pictures and looking at this woman and you going to the damn beautician and like, I want my hair just like that, right? And there's nothing wrong with you rocking a certain hairstyle, but it just gives weird vibes when you get mad at people for comparing you to Remy Ma, but then you go out here and you trying to dress like her and look like her, right? I mean, that's the hair. There it is, right? Same hair, same baby hair, all that. Like, damn. Like, damn. Even on the same side. Like, what is this, Clarissa? I mean, I know that Papoose is still over there, you know, in love with Remy. And I know when you turn the lights off, you want him to maybe fantasize that he's still with Remy or whatnot. But, you know, you don't got to be out here trying to dress like Remy and doing all the stuff that Remy be doing in order to keep Papoose attention. That's all I'm saying. All right. But again, Remy Ma wore it first. But Clarissa Shields came in, child, and tried the same hair. Look at the curls. Y'all see that? That's weird, right? That's weird. That's weird. What's the movie, child? What's the movie where the other girl was copying her and even down to the hair? Single white female. This is some single black female bullshit right here is what it's giving, right? So, single black female Clarissa. Get your ass somewhere and sit down. All right, so let's get into the rest of the topics so we can get off this. What else I got? All right, so let's listen to some Sidora news. Y'all know Drew is out here moving and shaking. I told y'all Drew just signed that new contract with Bravo where she'll be getting $2.1 million, honey, for the new season of Real Housewives of Atlanta. I think it's season 17. So Drew's coming in hot this season with the bag. So that means Portia had to be bumped up as well as far as her coins that she needed, because baby, her mortgage is behind 2 months over there. So thank you, Bravo, for giving her a little bit more coinage. But Sidora has a lot to say. Let's get into her. Shout out to Drew.
Oh my God, y'all. I just want to jump on here and say thank you for making Twin one of the most watched movies in Tubi history, baby. Like, we did it. And I am just so honored. I'm so full. I'm so grateful because I put my heart, my soul, my spirit, my everything into this role, well, in both roles. And taking on 2 roles was more than a notion, guys. I pushed myself as an actor. Shout out to Chris Stokes for pulling things out of me that I didn't even know I had inside of me. And so as we are going through this ice storm down in the South, a lot of places are being affected. Be safe, stay in, and stream Twin. Yeah.
There's a new movie out. I told you guys, and I showed you guys the trailer for it the other day on Tubi. It's a Tubi movie. It looks like it's gonna be pretty good. I told you guys I'm gonna watch it. I haven't watched it yet, but it is called Twin. It did premiere, she's saying, at #1 now. So she did play multiple roles in that, which is very good. So I'm gonna check it out. Okay, it is a footage film, studio film. All right. And she is bigging it up. She's promoting it. So shout out to her for that. So in addition to Drew being on Real Housewives of Atlanta, she's getting back into her acting bag, which she's a pretty good actress. Okay. She be out here doing the damn thing. So shout out to her. Drew, she's been acting now for quite some time. What was she on The Game and some other things? She was in the TLC movie. Like, she has a nice little resume in terms of her acting skills. So shout out to her. She's getting into her music bag as well. She's putting out her second album. I hear the first one was pretty good. I had a chance to preview her first album. It was really, really good. So shout out to Drew. No hate here. We're going to have to see what her storyline is going to be. I know it was said that she and Dennis had something going on, but then I showed you guys most recently that she was hanging out with Ralph, where Ralph was kissing all up on her and all that. We saw a few months ago where Ralph was, feeding her food with his hands all in her mouth, and they were being flirtatious and all of that. So I don't know what Drew's doing. There were rumors that she and Ralph may be trying to reconcile. Of course, he's coming back since she getting that 2.1 mil. All right. But and she got some movies. That means more money coming in. So yeah, it's cheaper to keep her, right? So maybe Dennis gonna be her side dude and Ralph gonna be her main dude. I don't know. Let me stop starting shit. What y'all think? Oh, let's finish Drew.
Yes, I love y'all. God bless you. Thank you so much for your love and support, and continue to run the numbers up, y'all. Mwah.
No music, girl. No music. They're gonna give us some slides here. Let's see what they got. That's her own set. Okay. The preview for the movie Twin, though, I ain't gonna hold you. It look like it's really good. Like, Drew's acting her ass off on like both roles. So shout out to her for that. So I'm definitely gonna have to add that to my repertoire of movies to go and damn watch. Okay. So shout out to her. We don't care about it. All right, let's move along. How many more topics I got? 1, 2. Yeah, 2. I think it's 2 more. Yeah. All right, so let's get into this one. Y'all favorite person, y'all favorite dentist child who be giving everybody them damn horse teeth, Dr. Heavenly Child. Let's get into her. She's sitting with Andy Cohen at Bravo's Watch What Happens Live. She always got something to say about Simone. She just has such a hard on for Simone. I'd be like, girl, get over it. Simone is not talking about you anywhere, especially in her dreams. Like, every interview you got to talk about Simone, like you want her or something. You want her kid, you want to sniff her kitty cat or something. Damn. I always say a bitch should always got something to say about you all the time. Must want to sniff your kitty cat if she got so much to say about you. Damn, let's get into it.
Your reaction to Simone saying, once a snake, always a snake about you, and saying she could kick her own ass for trusting you again.
Well, the interesting thing is Simone said those things on camera. They just didn't play it last year. So I don't know why she's so mad about the VIN number thing. She said it. It was a joke. She said it. She looked people things up, and she had the information wrong on Contessa. And then when she talked about Quad's VIN number, it was a joke. I didn't even know why Quad got so mad. I think it was the hormones, really.
This is the third interview that you sat in here talking about Simone and these damn VIN numbers. Did she look your shit up too? She should have been looking at somebody to power wash your damn house. That's what she should have been looking up. She should have been looking up somebody to power wash your damn house like Mariah told you seasons ago. See, you don't be worrying about your own shit. You be so worried about somebody saying something about Quad. Quad is a whole grown ass woman who can barely pay her mortgage. Ooh, did I say that? So it's none of your damn business. All right. Let Simone do what Simone do. Simone been loud. Simone been in everybody's business, just like you, Heavenly. Okay. But
it wasn't that deep.
Oh.
It wasn't that deep.
Wow. Quad took a stray there. Quad took a stray there.
What's your reaction to Simone?
Think about that. I And I don't know why I keep saying it with Heavenly having so much going on with her trying to run for congressional office or whatever. She always makes Simone the center of her interviews. It's so weird. They can be like, so you're running for what office? So let me tell you about Simone. I'm like, bitch, can you talk about what you got going on, right? Talk about you and Dr. Daddy. Talk about putting in some new horse teeth this week. I mean, there's several things you could talk about. Talk about, Dr. Daddy sleeping down the hallway and he don't sleep in the bed with you at night. Like, see, I just gave you 3 things to talk about, girl. And you still over here talking about damn Simone, right? Oh, cringe. Let's move along. We about done this video. And then y'all got to come back for my midday pop in, okay? Because, yeah, it's going to be a pop in, but I'm going to have to pop off because bitches is trying me and I'm tired, okay? I'm really trying to numb your whole Rengekyo in this damn video because I want to fly off so bad right now, but I gotta wait. All right. But let's continue, child. Shout out to Reality Rundown. Now we already talked about Gizelle. This is our last and final one. Let's get into it. Because I like to keep my car chronicles strictly about car chronicles. I don't really like to do pop-offs in that because I have a different crowd up in here where y'all just here to get the news, and that's what we're gonna give you. The news you can use, and then then we'll do a separate video for popping off. All right, so let's get into it. I am in a relationship where I feel supported and deeply loved, and I don't think Gizelle recognizes that. So this is what Stacey Rosh, the same girl who was said to be dating Monique Samuel's ex-husband, and she is said to be going back to her husband, which I think is great. I mean, I ain't want to be spinning the blocks on nobody, but hey, if that's what you feel you need to do, then hey, more power to you. But so Stacey Rosh is saying that she's actually in her relationship and she feels safe there. I think that's her husband. But Gizelle, who don't have a husband or a damn boyfriend, whether she tied him in the basement or not, you couldn't keep him in the basement if you tied him there. All right, every boyfriend, we can walk him down. Sherman, y'all remember the guy Sherman that was on the show? He was on there to get the cookies and then he left you alone. There was another guy, this younger guy that she was dating, and then we found out that he actually had a real girlfriend, but he was on the show, and it was like Gizelle was paying him to be her storyline. So that's like 2. Then you said you and Jamal was reconciling. Jamal had hoes in different area codes. So Gizelle, you don't have, I don't know what it is because you're a beautiful girl, but it's given that your walk ain't shit. Now I always say that about women. You can't hold a man like that. Your walk ain't shit. That's what it is. I'm saying it right here. I'm saying it right here. You ain't shit, Gizelle, because you can't keep a man. And when you do get a man, they don't stay with your ass. And it's sad because you are a very beautiful girl. But let's get into what Stacey Rosh had to say, because now Gizelle, with her mean girl ass, is going after Stacey. So they're asking questions in the audience, and this is what Stacey had to say.
What was your reaction to Gizelle when she said on Watch What Happens Live that you don't really want to be with Timo and that you would have gone with Mauricio if you had the chance?
I am in a relationship where I feel safe, supported, and deeply loved. And I don't think Gizelle recognizes that.
Oh my.
Gizelle wouldn't know what that meant if it slapped in the damn face. All right, Gizelle, you ain't had a man to love you, respect you. Let's go back to all the things that she said. You ain't had a man to make you feel like you was in a relationship or to make you feel safe or supported, girl, or deeply loved. All right. Yeah, you've not had that yet. You've not had that in quite some time. So you don't know what that feels like. And when you see another woman receiving that from someone, and then for you to bring up Mauricio, which is so weird which is Kyle Richards' husband, okay? Why would you bring up Mauricio, the same person that you were said to be trying to holler at as well? And so did Ashley try to holler at Mauricio. Now, Mauricio is fine as hell, all right? They say he's Mexican or something, or Puerto Rican. I'm not sure. But Mauricio is fine as hell out here. And Gizelle, you were definitely trying to holler at Mauricio. You were flirting with Mauricio, knowing that he's fully married to Kyle Richards, right? So then you were saying maybe you want Mauricio. Were you upset maybe because Mauricio showed her more attention than you? Maybe he saw your trap house on the show and he didn't want to be over there in your trap house because he know you ain't have shit going on, really. You know what I'm saying? You don't have no game like that. You be batting them little green eyes, but that's all you got going on, Gizelle. You can't dress, okay? You don't know what shit that's going on but Potomac, okay? Real Housewives of Potomac, then that ragged ass podcast over there with Robin, and about maybe 10 people watch that shit. Like, really, she don't have shit else going on. So for you to go after Stacey Rosh, who don't bother nobody, she just out here, they said her breath be stank. She just want to be out here with a breath stank and being back with her husband and playing her role on the show, right? He's messy ass.
What was your reaction to Gizelle when she said on Watch What Happens Live that you don't really want to be with Timo and that you would have gone with Mauricio if you had the chance?
I am in a relationship where I feel safe, supported, and deeply loved. And I don't think Gizelle recognizes that.
Oh my.
What was your reaction?
So shout out to that little subtle shade, okay? Because we love a little subtle shade and whatnot. So shout out to Stacey Ross for sticking up for herself, because the girls were really mean to her this season, all right? The girls were really, really mean to Stacey Ross this season. So I'm surprised that she is still on the show and even coming back, because they really drugged the hell out of her, and even was like trying to run up on her and fight her. What's the other lady, the crazy lady that was supposed to be like a little felon, the real chunky lady? I cannot remember her name. The one that went to jail. I cannot remember her name to save my life. But she was trying to run over there and fight Stacey on the show. I said, oh my God, what y'all got her on here for? And she was coincidentally Karen Huger's friend. I said, oh, maybe y'all were pen pals in jail or something. I don't know. But what y'all? Yeah, Mauricio. You say you don't remember Mauricio? Child, look up Mauricio and Kyle Richards. You'll see Mauricio. He's a nice looking white guy. But when the girls saw him on a recent episode of Real Housewives of Potomac, Gizelle was all over Mauricio, flirting with him and everything, knowing that was Kyle Richards' husband. Now, mind you, they had a little separation situation going on, but still, separation does not mean divorce, right? You don't know which way it can go. Separation means I can take my ass back home whenever. I'm taking a break. But Gizelle, you didn't respect that, and you just like, and you even, right, he is fine. Mauricio is fine as hell. But and Giselle's like, I don't give a damn what nobody got to say, you know, Mauricio. If I want to go out, Mauricio, she was on that type of time. And I was just like, you are trash, girl. You are trash. But what do y'all think about that and all the topics we discussed? We're going to go ahead and get out of here because I got to make my thumbnail for my next video, okay? Y'all come on back for midday pop in. What time is it? 12? I'll probably be back at like 1:30-ish, okay? Because I'm still putting my shit together. But thank you guys so much. The NGBs, thank you so much, love. Let's see what she says. Thank you for the super sticker. She says, Caramel, we lift you up for whatever is trying to block your talent today. Oh, it's not blocking my talent. It just thoroughly irritates me when people just don't have anything else to do with their day or their time. And to kind of reach over to try to tap you when you're not really checking for them, that type of thing. So when a person is quiet like myself and try to stay focused on the you know, what I'm doing as far as my content, and it, you know, you keep poking, eventually I have to address it. So I have to now, okay? Yeah. Said that you are such a blessing and your channel is like an extended family for me. I appreciate that, okay? Said that you're funny and have great mods. Yeah, my mods are hype. I love my mods. Said spirits up. My spirits are really up. I promise y'all, I'm not mad. I'm just like slightly, if you can see through my fingers, irritated, okay? But you know, some people need clout. I guess I can share my clout. I don't know. But thank you so much for the super sticker, the NGB, okay? I promise you I'm okay. I really am. But thank y'all for being here. Shout out to Wednesday Talk for stopping through, okay? And any other content creator, let me go ahead and do my thank you so we can get out of here. Okay? Yes, y'all hype up the video, like the video, share the video, all the things of the things, okay? To my top flight mods, Tiffany Thomas, Rose Olmstead, True TV Podcast. Thank y'all for doing an awesome job of modding for me. All right, we got 302 in the building. Y'all rock. So all of my content creators, of course, Wednesday Talk, who was here, Stu Queen B, Black Women in the Building, Miss Dee, Simple Mom Family TV, thank you. Jonetta Speaks, JCD Creation, Shay P, Shay Renee, Queen Speaks TV, Deary Talk, Schoolboy, Justin T, please, and Marcella stopped by as well. Thank you all for being here and supporting. I really appreciate it because y'all could be on your own channels making a bag over there, and you decided to stop by here and support me. So I really do appreciate it. All right. So I will see you guys later, probably about 1:30. Okay. Give me some time so I can get my thumbnail and all my other stuff uploaded, and I will be back. Okay. Thank you guys. Love you guys. Until the next video. Bye.
I wake up every minute with the fever dreams. I push my mind to a limit where it needs to be. I work blind, got vision I don't need to see. I'm picking mind over matter, I believe in me. I need to find more hours in the day to breathe. Need to find more power in the way I be. And when my mind turns sour with the painful scenes, I need to scream out loud, I can't stop me. I wanna be the greatest like Rocky. You know I leave them all hating like a hobby. I'm out here making moves like a lobby. And if you ain't with me, it's your loss. See, I got my mind on the facts. I'm a python, grab what I like real fast. Stroke until I have everything I attack. Everything that I lack, everything that I want and I see, matter of fact. Cause I'm my own worst enemy. Only if I let it be. I can control anything if I can just think carefully. I control my destiny.